Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers for Solo, a Star Wars story.
Welcome back, Film Force fans, to another Aussie's Opinion. Grab a beer, sit back, while we give you an Australian's perspective.
Hey, what's up, Film Force fans? It's Jordan Wiltshire back with another Aussie's Opinion. And today I'm going to again be talking about Solo. Now you might say, well, hasn't he talked about Solo enough? No, I have not, because I like this film. I don't love it, but I like it. Just because I like it, I don't think that there's nothing wrong with it. There's plenty wrong with it. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. What would I fix or change about Solo, a Star Wars story? Now, first of all, let's start small. The opening, they've said with Rogue One, they're not going to do the Star Wars crawl for the spin-off movies. Fine. Then don't have any writing at the freaking beginning. Don't have a discount crawl. Could they not afford a crawl or something with the budgets? If you're going to have that, have a proper Star Wars crawl. Don't have a discount crawl or just a bit of explanation. No. You either have a crawl or you don't have a crawl with Star Wars. You don't have writing. Now, you might think that's being pedantic, but it would set up a Star Wars movie if they had a crawl. And you could argue that these two need the spin-off films need to crawl the most, because they're films, they're not a ongoing story that we already know the previous one. We just sort of got to fill in the gaps along the way. We did fill in a lot of gaps with this. Like, I knew they were on Corellia to start with and things like that, but other people wouldn't, unless they have the planet titles like they do in Rogue One. They'd be jumping around a lot. So maybe they need a crawl, like all the other Star Wars movies. Have a freaking crawl. So, moving on from the crawl. My first big issue. Now, I had two huge issues, another sort of middle to minor issues. My huge big issue is how he got the name Solo. Oh, you're alone. Solo. Seriously? They reveal later that Han knew his father and he used to work on ships. Couldn't they just make it simple? Oh, my father's name's Solo. Cool. That's all we need to know. Han Solo. Fine, because it's just stupid otherwise. I've used a name. I'm using a name where I'm being looked for by Imperials because I've deserted, and I'm using the name they gave me. Has that guy given anyone who comes alone, I don't have a name? You're Jordan Solo now. Han Solo must have a lot of relatives if that is true. It was just cheesy. It was just like, was that the film Lord and Miller's idea, or was that Ron Howard's idea, or was that the writer's idea? That is just stupid. Okay, next big issue. Han speaking Wookiee. He never spoke Wookiee in New Hope. Never. Because no one can speak Wookiee. You can understand Wookiee, and Wookiees understand Basic or English, but there's nothing like that. It just seemed charming, and then he didn't do it for the rest of the movie, and then suddenly Chewie could understand him in English anyway. So why did he even need to do the Wookiee in the first place? Yes, maybe to get his attention, but still, it was just, why? It was just cheesy. It felt like a sketch. It was just really bad. Don't have Han speaking Wookiee. Next. Han, the way, because we had the book Life Debt, which I'm currently reading, so I don't yet know how Chewie had a life debt to Han. Because in this film, I couldn't understand it. They're just partners. Because Han didn't really save Chewie. Chewie saved Han in a way. So, seriously, actually have Han rescuing Chewie mean something. Not have it, he's getting out of it himself. This brings me forward to another point is, actually see Han in the military academy learning to fly. Because he says he's a good pilot. Yes, we see him pilot a speeder, and then we see him pilot the Millennium Falcon and the Hawker. But we don't actually see where he's learned all this. I doubt he was piloting ships when he was a scumrat, you know? He would have just done speeders. So let's actually see where he learned to fly. And you might say, oh, he probably learned from his father. But still, let us see how kick-ass he was at the military academy. And let him being kicked out of the military academy actually be the reason he has to become a smuggler. Not kicked out of the Naval Academy to be sent to be a mud trooper. That's stupid. Oh, we're kicking you out of the Navy to join the Army. No, you get kicked out or you get killed, basically. And you get kicked out and you get kicked out of the military. Wouldn't it be better, I'm going to take it from Legends, but it's what is a much better story. The Imperials are using Wookiee slaves. Han sees Chewie being mistreated or intercepts it, you know, and he rescues Chewie and other Wookiees. And Chewie then has a life debt to him. You've seen him in the military academy. It's not just a throwaway line. You've seen him like that, and then he is rescued and they have to go on the run, and that's where they meet Beckett. Would make much more sense and would actually give Han an emotional storyline rather than just him, oh, I miss Kira, I miss Kira. You haven't seen her for 3 years. Okay, for all we know, she's probably dead, most likely dead. Okay, it's very unlikely she's alive. And the fact that his plan after 3 years is still to go back, it just seemed a bit. It would be much better if he had moved on, but then he bumped into Kira and all those feelings came back. So let's recap quickly before I go on the last few points. So let's recap quickly before I go into my last few points. Have an opening crawl. Don't have Han speak Wookiee. Have Han's name actually be Han Solo, not being given to him by an Imperial officer. Have Han we actually see Han in the Naval Academy, not as a mud trooper. We actually see him be a kick-ass pilot before we see him pilot the Millennium Falcon and the Hauler. And we see him be a rebellious person in the Naval Academy. We can understand him being a rebellious person in the mud troopers. That looked like a shit job, but in the Naval Academy, that would actually be interesting. And actually see him rescue Chewie, not Chewie actually save him. It wasn't the crux that holds the relationship together, really. Have Han actually rescue Chewie or save. So another one is a slight nitpick, but it's just because I'm such a EU Legends fan. And it's not even EU anymore, because it was in the Star Wars Clone Wars TV series, which is Black Sun. Yes, they mentioned the 5 syndicates, and Black Sun's probably one of those syndicates. But it just seemed, have Crimson Dawn be Black Sun, considering we know Darth Maul already has ties to Black Sun because he recruited them and became their leader in the Clone Wars TV series. So actually have it tied to that and have it be Black Sun, because Crimson Dawn and Black Sun, it just sound like a rip-off. So we're not going to use Black Sun. We need another name. How about Crimson Dawn? No, come on. It just, every time they said Crimson Dawn, I heard Black Sun. So just have it Black Sun. Fine. So Solo. So in this film, it kept talking about 2 reveals that was going to be happening. Who is Dryden Voss actually working for, and who is the Marauder in Fesk, or whatever her name was. Now, one of these reveals worked, being Darth Maul. That reveal worked, but because I kept thinking it was going to be Jabba, but if it had been Jabba, I would have been disappointed because I'd guessed it. And if it had been other characters, maybe I was thinking it could be Prince Zedor, who's a Legends character, but no one else would have known who that was, and it wouldn't have been a reveal. With Darth Maul, that's a reveal. But regarding the identity of the Marauder, I was just, oh, so it's a girl, because we all thought it was going to be a man. Can that, to me, that is a bit sexist. So, because it is, maybe it's something to do with us that we immediately assumed it was a man, but with the voice changer and everything. But then they make it a twist. Always a twist. She's a female. How about we actually not have a twist and either be revealed to be that person from the start, or you actually have a character that means something. Now, in the Marauders band of rebels, we saw 2 Tubes. And we know 2 Tubes. He was in Saw Gerrera's team in Rogue One. Now, we know Saw Gerrera is already a rebel because of he was one of the first rebels or people fighting, because we saw him in Clone Wars TV series. We saw him in Rebels. How about it actually be him in the mask? That would have been a reveal that he's already fighting the Empire, okay, on his own terms. That would have been interesting, and it would have, oh, I know him. It would have done a link between this and Rogue One, but not a unnecessary link, and not, it wouldn't make the world smaller, because it would make sense. It would make sense. And it would in some ways tie everything together and not have this now reveal, who is this girl? Who is her father? Theories floating around. Because you probably never ever going to show up again. It was just to show there was a rebellion starting already. But if they'd had it be Saw Gerrera, that would have been really interesting. So that has been your Aussie's opinion on how I would fix Solo a Star Wars story. What do you think? Do you like my ideas? How would you fix Solo? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm John Wiltshire. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, do hit that like button or head down to the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest videos. May the Force be with you.